Hello, everyone. Welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you very much for joining me here today. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're just going to take a quick peek at KuCoin. Not even going to worry about Bitcoin, just based on the simple fact that I don't have a tremendous amount of time today. So let's just jump right in. Now let's take a look at what's going on. All right. So I hate to say I told you so, right? Just kidding. I know. We all kind of saw it coming, right? It's like super overextended. So we take a look at TD sequential again. There was that third day of overtime, and today is the fourth red day. So that's pretty standard to see that happen. Now, how much lower is it going to go? That's pretty much the question I'm getting right now. So, based on these Fibonacci retracement levels here, pretty straightforward. I mean, we got a pretty major support level right around 59 cents. So just say round number 60 cents would be I would say, extreme worst case scenario. But a lot of times when coins come up this hard and this fast, you can see the previous all-time high working as the strongest support. So just kind of remember that. If you're going to remember anything, previous all-time high becomes the most strongest support moving forward. Therefore, I would speculate that 60 cents would be a worst case scenario. All right, so we'll just go ahead and throw that up here. And then obviously taking a look as well at 66 cents. That is a secondary, or I guess you could say, yeah, it's a secondary one. And then of course, we're looking at about 73.5. So we can just say round number 74 cents, round up a little bit there. That is also going to be another support level. So what I'm planning to do myself is just adding to my position as we hit these support levels. Not to say it's guaranteed it's going to hit all three, but I do feel as if we're going to see somewhat of a continuation sell-off. I don't expect the price just to turn around and ramp back up tomorrow, not based on the way in which it's progressed over the last few days, right? So again, normally I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. It comes right up, comes right down, and then who knows? In this scenario here, it's almost guaranteed we're going to see those two, maybe even three Fibonacci support levels established as, well, support channels, right? So it'll probably do one of these. It'll probably come here and maybe continue to leg down and eventually average out. It could even just keep crashing down to come here and there. But I don't expect a coin like this to just ramp right back up immediately. And it's nothing against the coin. The coin's awesome. It's got great fundamentals. In fact, that could cause it to continue to increase. However, it's the pattern that we're looking at, right? All fundamentals aside, if you just look at how high this got in such a short amount of time and just kept on going past when it should have, there's no doubt in my mind that it'll continue to come back down, right? So I hope I'm wrong, totally hope I'm wrong, but to circumvent that, you just say I am wrong, right? Worst case scenario, you dollar cost average and add to your position as the price comes lower, and it comes back up, and you have a better overall average position, right? There's nothing wrong with that. So scenarios like this, DCA all the way is the best way to go. I've been doing that with Bitcoin closer to 56,000. I do think that it might bounce off 60 and come back down because that is a very strong resistance level. And if we see that, then great, we can add to our position when the price comes back down again. But with KuCoin, in this scenario here, it's a situation where we need to be, I guess, just realistic, right? The charts tell us it's going to come down further. That's just all there is to it. Okay. Now, other than that, let's see if there's anything else we can identify just quickly to look at the 4 hour, kind of see what's going on. You can see it kind of bounced off this support level here. It came all the way down to 83 cents, bounced up, and then came right back down. So you probably got a little bit of a dead cat there on the short time frame, and then the price is continuing down. So according to TD sequential, we would take a look at this here, right? Because this is also a fairly reliable indicator. We're only 5 hours into that continuation of the downside. Okay. That being said, we have roughly maybe, and I'm sorry, I misspoke, not 5 hours. We're 5 candlesticks in. That's basically 20 hours. So in other words, we have 4 more candlesticks worth of bearish momentum that should likely continue downwards, just based on that progression. Because again, if you look at the history, it comes up to an 8, consolidates, comes up to a 9, barely consolidates, and hit a 9 again, right? So it literally hit almost 3 9s in a row with a short, brief period of consolidation. That's too fast, that's too quick, and it has to come back down. All right. So again, I think that it's realistic to see 73.5 cents in the near future. I think that is realistic. How much lower below that it will go, we'll have to look at it again to find out. Because truly at this point, we just need to kind of see how it consolidates at different support levels. So I mean, I have my limit orders already in for these major Fibonacci retracement levels, just barely above. So in other words, as the price goes down, you're looking at about, I would say, 74 cents would be the first entry, and then the second one would be maybe about 68 cents. And then, of course, I would say 60 even would be the very last one. Because again, anytime you're dollar cost averaging, you set your targets just above if it's coming down or just below if it's going up. That's kind of the common rule of thumb. So in other words, that's kind of where we're at here. Not much else to extract except for the simple fact that it is progressing downwards. We're seeing somewhat of a state of, I mean, we obviously saw a state of exhaustion here. This makes total sense. This is way over time. It has to come down. 4-hour chart tells us we're about halfway through this digression, and we could expect the price to kind of, I would say the price will at least, at the very least, trend somewhere between 74 cents and 83 cents. That'd be the immediate future. So that's just kind of my speculation there. I really hope I'm wrong, and you know, KuCoin has proved me wrong many times. In fact, of all the coins that I analyze, this is the one I wake up the next morning and I'm like, oh my gosh, are you serious? It has a tendency of doing that. So again, I take what I say with a grain of salt. I can accurately and confidently say that I'm relatively accurate for most analysis, but this one is it's a bit of an oddball, and it throws some serious curveballs. So I hope I'm right, but I'd say the best way to stay right here in this sense is just dollar cost average. Don't just wait for 60 cents and you know, set a massive limit order at that point. Keep adding 10% to your position as you hit these smaller goals, right? That's the way in which you do it. That's how good trading works. And I would say that would probably be the best practice here. So hopefully you found benefit. I know this isn't quite what you're looking for or hoping for, but I just like to be real with you and let you know how I would approach it, because this is exactly how I typically do things. And there's a safe conservative way of doing things, and I think that that's probably the best approach. Okay, so hopefully, again, you find benefit. If so, great. If not, you know, we'll find benefit later, right? I'm sure there's something for you here. So thanks again for your time. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.